What is going on, everyone? Platinum Bees coming at you with yet another video. Today we are going to be talking about the 1930s, where did platinum sit, and things like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so if you've been in the stacking community for a while, you've heard of this little thing called the 1930s gold buyback. Basically what that was the government in the United States was demonetizing their gold and basically somewhat confiscating, somewhat buying back the gold that was out there in the private individual's hands. I want to talk about what sort of happened during that time. During that time, gold was being bought back and taken back by the government from the banks and some private individuals, as well as, dealers and things like that, and people who were storing the gold because they believed it was worth more than the paper money that said it was worth gold, if that makes sense. So basically, the United States used to, on their paper money, on their bills, used to have the words, gold certificate. And it used to say on the bill, redeemable for $10, $20, whatever, worth of gold. And basically they were gold coins that were made out of gold. And you could switch out that paper money for gold coins. We would today call that junk or constitutional gold or whatever you want to call it. But there was a time and place where gold was either confiscated, banned, or just outright taken by the government. And so I want to talk about platinum because platinum kind of grew in the people's interest during that time a little bit. Jewelry started to be made out of platinum because gold was hard to come by. The 1930s is also what is called like the gold shortage. There was a shortage of gold at that time, and the U.S. government needed gold. That's why they were confiscating it and banning the private holding of gold, is because they needed the gold to basically just kind of secure themselves. So they wanted everyone's gold. And that opened the door a little bit for platinum during that time. If you look at platinum jewelry during recent times, you will realize that platinum jewelry is not as popular as it once was in the past. You can find antique platinum jewelry for sale, but usually it has a high premium. But platinum jewelry today is not as widely found. There is one website in particular called I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's MENE.com, and they sell pure platinum jewelry. So you can still find platinum jewelry, and you can find it in other places than just Mean, but I just wanted to sort of shout them out because they have a whole bunch of stuff to choose from, both platinum and gold jewelry, and they're a great website to do so if you were interested in investing in platinum jewelry. But platinum jewelry has lost its appeal over time, and that, in my opinion, is because gold is no longer looked at the way it was in the 1930s. But you can find a lot of antique platinum jewelry from back then that was made and used and worn by the individuals who were living back then. Now, that was around the time of the Great Depression as well, so it was hard for people to really buy that expensive jewelry and things like that, but it did occur, and you can still find antique platinum jewelry. Now, platinum has lost its appeal over time, I think, because the value has gone down over time. And so people who wear gold jewelry and platinum jewelry and things like that, they tend to do it because they want to flaunt their wealth and successes and things like that. As you know, I like to wear rings and things like that. I do more of my jewelry wearing. I don't wear a ton of jewelry. I'm not all about that bling bling. But I do like wearing jewelry. And in my opinion, if I were to get like a platinum chain or something to wear around my neck or my wrist or something, I would be doing it because it would provide a sense of security to me, to where if I ever hit rock bottom, which I pray I don't ever, but you never know what life will throw at you. If I ever hit rock bottom, I will have something that I can, get rid of. I obviously have a huge stack, so there's no real need for the jewelry, but, maybe if I'm ever out somewhere, maybe if I'm traveling, anything's possible. So it's more just a sense of security for me rather than flaunting my wealth and showing people what I have. But platinum jewelry used to be more popular back in the 1930s when gold was being confiscated and there was a gold shortage. Right now, gold is worth over double what platinum is worth. And that is, in my opinion, a sign that platinum is an excellent buy right now. I think platinum can reach those gold levels or even higher. Again, it's just a matter of changing supply, demand, interest, and things like that. Platinum's interest as an investment metal has grown over time, but it has continued to stay much below gold in recent times. But I think that could change. I think we could go back to where we were in the 1930s. Gold, as far as an investment metal, people are still buying it. But as far as jewelry, it's getting so high in price that at some point, people are no longer going to just simply be able to afford gold jewelry. There will always be billionaires who can do it and things like that, but people won't always be able to do it. So platinum jewelry could start to rise in popularity again. And I think that would only help the overall price and value of platinum over time if the jewelry market started to pick up again. There still is jewelry today being made out of platinum, but it's not nearly what it was in times past. And interest changed, and demand changes over time, so anything is really possible. But I kind of wanted to talk just specifically in this video about the 1930s and how the interest in platinum jewelry grew during that time because of the gold shortage. And that gold shortage could happen again. Do I think that the U.S. government is going to confiscate people's gold? No, because so few people actually even stack gold. It's not even on their radar. And because the money is not backed by gold and there's no real reason to have gold, well, we all know that gold is the most secure, or one of the most secure investments, assets, holdings, whatever you want to call it, to have in your portfolio. But the U.S. government and most sovereign nation governments don't really care about that anymore because they realize that people can just be convinced to believe that, hey, we're the strongest government, so we got your back. You don't have to worry about gold. We're stronger than gold. I'm a red, white, and blue blood American, but even I know that gold is the king. And even though on the Federal Reserve notes it says it's basically backed by the U.S., full faith and credit of the U.S. government, although our government is very strong, pretty much the strongest in the world in my opinion, it changes, but it's one of the strongest governments and countries and bodies in the world. Even though that is the case, that doesn't mean they're perfect and foolproof. Anything could possibly happen. And so, yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about platinum's popularity back in the 1930s and why people kind of turned to platinum a little bit more during that time, why platinum jewelry became higher interest back then, how platinum jewelry could come another higher interest, because its current spot price is very low, and so that makes it more affordable for people to have and wear and turn into jewelry. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, me talking about a little bit about the history of platinum and what happened during like the 1930s and things like that. Thank you to all my followers and fellow stackers for watching my video and keeping up with my channel. I always appreciate all the input you guys give me. And until next time, guys, we will see ya.